All right, this is going to be quick because I want to get back to playing, but I really wanted to share my first impressions after finally getting freaking Elden Ring and playing for 10 to 12 hours yesterday. Holy shit, this is great. This is great. This game has done something that I feel Sekiro did. To give you a little background on what I mean. My first Souls game was Dark Souls 1. I played it back in 2012. And that experience is, to this day, unmatched. Because just the feeling of getting stuck in an area, making a little bit of progress, dying, trying again, doing a little bit more progress, dying, trying again, doing more progress, dying, etc., etc., etc. That feeling, you only get that on your first Souls game. But by first Souls game, I mean specifically Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I played Dark Souls 2, I have played Demon Souls, I played Dark Souls 3, I played Bloodborne. And while those games are fucking awesome, that experience, that feeling of tidbits of progress, that feeling of relief after killing a boss for the first time, those games, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne, while exhilarating and everything, the experience was not the same. For example, to give you one example of what I mean, because this could be a little confusing. The first time that you find the Mimic in Dark Souls 1, it's such a huge shock that an element of the game that has been for the most part a safe element has suddenly killed you. And yes, I know that the chest, the chain faces you if it's a Mimic. I know, but most people are not going to make that observation. I am one of those people. I didn't make the observation. I got eaten. Yes, I got eaten. And that was like on Sen's Fortress, right? One of the toughest first time areas in the game. So finding myself finally making progress in Sen's Fortress and then dying because of a chest, because of something that has been safe, because of something that by general video game standards shouldn't kill you, should be a rewarding experience. That's awesome. That's awesome. Here's the thing. After that first Mimic, if you ever get eaten again by a Mimic, I'm sorry, but you're an idiot. Because the logical thing to do is, okay, after my first Mimic, I am going to attack every single chest that I find from now onward. That was true for Demon Souls in my case, that was true for Dark Souls 2, that was true for Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. That's what I mean. Sekiro, the combat and the gameplay were so different that Sekiro was a very fresh experience for me, in my opinion. In my experience, Sekiro was very fresh. Sekiro was very innovative, and the combat is fantastic. Now, why do I say all of that in regards to Elden Ring? Because while the combat itself is pretty much Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, with little to no innovation, Because it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I believe that Sekiro has a much more inventing combat than Elden Ring. So far, again, I have only played 10 to 12 hours. While the combat is still the same, the exploration is fantastic. Here's the thing. I tend not to be a fan of open world games. I feel that while they look fantastic and while they are very nice to explore in some cases, for the most part, I feel that those games are very empty. Not the case with Elden Ring. That's not the case with Elden Ring. With Elden Ring, again, I have only played 10 to 12 hours. That's the only thing that I have played. And so far, it has been fantastic. Every single place that you look at, there's somewhere, there's a landmark. There's something that catches your eye. There's something that makes you want to go, hey, I want to go there. There are always enemies. I have killed now 3 boss fights that I was not expecting. No, I have not been able to kill the tree sentinel, that bastard in riding a horse with a big shield and a halberd. I can't kill that guy. And yes, I suck at the game, though, whatever. And I am currently stuck at Mergit. Climbing the Stormvale Castle. I'm currently stuck there, but nevertheless, the game has been amazing. The world, the details, it looks beautiful. And I'm playing on PlayStation 4. Yes, I don't have a PlayStation 5. I'm poor. Actually, that's not true. Well, I cannot afford a PlayStation 5 because here where I live, it's not $500. Here where I live, in my country, a PlayStation 5 is... what? $1,200? $1,300? In some places, $1,500, $1,600? Yeah, so in my country, it's not a matter of scarcity. It's a matter of overpricing, which makes it impossible to buy. It makes it impossible to buy a PlayStation 5. Whatever. That's not what we're talking here. We're talking about Elden Ring. Every single place that I visited has been incredible. I have found like 2 caves. And what I like is that they have been short caves. They have been, one was like one was a cave, and the other one was like, were catacombs. They were short. They were not very long, but they were different enough from the open world that it was enjoyable. And each one of those had a boss at the end. And I love that. I love that. There's so much to do. There's so much to see. You would just want to go. In my 10 to 12 hours, in the 10 to 12 hours that I've been playing, I have found so many different enemies. And one of the most epic things I have done in my entire life as a gamer, fighting a fucking dragon while on horseback. That was exhilarating. That was just plain epic. That was great. I did manage to kill that thing. It was amazing. What I like is that, yes, I have been stuck on Mergit, but that's because I tried to fight him a couple of times, and then I decide, okay, no, let's do something else before this starts being fun. So I go explore, find new areas. I find new sites of grace. Those are like this game's version of the bonfires. It's amazing, and the world is beautiful. The world is just beautiful. That giant light tree that I believe is in the center of the land is just beautiful. Everything about this game is beautiful. The graphics are great, and again, I'm playing on a PlayStation 4. I can only imagine how great this looks on PlayStation 5 or high-end PCs or Xbox Series X. I don't know how that thing's called. I am very glad, by the way, I am very, very glad that I avoided trailers, gameplay videos, demos, screenshots. I have been playing as blind as I could. The only 2 trailers that I've watched were the very, very first one The one that came in, I want to say 2017 or 2019, I'm not sure. But only the very, very, very first trailer, when the concept trailer, when they announced, hey, there's a game called Elden Ring, it's coming out sometime. And then the one that came out last year, where they finally gave us a date. Those are the only trailers, those are the only pieces of content that I watched related to this game. And I am so glad, because I am experiencing everything firsthand. I refuse to watch other trailers, even launch trailers, even shorts, everything. I refuse to watch demo videos. I refuse to watch first impression reviews. I refuse to watch everything. I did exactly what I did with Metroid Dread. With Metroid Dread, I did exactly the same. I only watched the first initial trailer and I was like, okay, I need that game. The same thing with this one. First of all, because I am already a huge fan of the Soul series. Those are one of my 5 favorite video game franchises ever. Sekiro, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, the Dark Souls trilogy, and Demon Souls. Those games are one of my favorites of all time. So I knew immediately that I was gonna like this. But so far I am really impressed. I don't know how offensive this may sound to some people, but the game that I am reminded of while playing Elden Ring is the one open world game that I believe is, I think, up until Elden Ring, I think that was my favorite open world game. Not Skyrim, not The Witcher 3, Fallout 3. I absolutely love Fallout 3. In my opinion, Fallout 3 is how you do open world. Because in Fallout 3, there's always something to do. There's always something that catches your eye. There's always some activity. This year, I have been replaying a little bit of Fallout 3 every now and then. And I'm still finding world events that I had never seen before. And sometimes they're not even world events. Sometimes there are things like soldiers from the Enclave just walking on areas that they're not supposed to be. But here's the thing. They're supposed to be there because the Enclave patrols the whole wasteland. I am reminded of Fallout 3 playing this game. And to me, that's high praise. I am in love with Elden Ring so far. I am having such a blast. I cannot wait to go and play more. I cannot wait to get stuck on more bosses. I cannot wait to explore that world. Definitely, this is probably going to be the game of the year. Maybe not for me, actually for everyone. This game is just awesome. And if by any chance someone's watching this who has not gotten the game, if you have the means to do so, if you have the means to play the game and to get it, do it, because this game is fucking amazing. And yeah, back to playing.